So as you'll have seen in some of my previous videos, my main target for this summer is Chase the Sun. 200 miles, one day, east to west, across the country, starting in Kent, ending in Weston-super-Mare, taking place on the 27th of June this year in 2024. For that event, I've gathered a bit of new kit ready to help me do that to the best I can, and I've done a few changes and upgrades on the bike. So I thought I'd show that to you today. First bit of additional kit that I managed to pick up, Apidura hydration pack. I want to do the first 80 miles without stopping. So my plan is to put 2 litres of water in this, 4 hydration tablets, and then that combined with 2 bottles on the bike with a carb mix in both bottles, I think will see me through the first 80 miles in the morning before I meet up with Michelle and Ben with the van, and then I can refill my supplies. Now, this pack is a great pack for the bike, specifically made for the bike, fits well. I've tried it on a couple of test rides. They are quite expensive, about 170 quid these. Now I picked this up off eBay, 50 quid, absolute bargain. I was well chuffed. Great condition, got room for some gels and bars on the front if I need it. I can fit my phone in the front pocket if I want to, so that's great. Think once I meet up with the van for the first time, I might ditch it. It will depend on the weather on the day, whether I think I need to, but I'm planning to meet with the van at 80 miles and then every 30 miles thereafter. So I'm thinking 2 bottles can get me 30 miles each time, even in the worst heat, and I can get this off my back and I haven't got to carry it. Now, I've had my SL7 2 years already. I built that in 2022, put it all together, built the frame, built it all up how I wanted it at the time. What I've done for this event is I've made a few modifications, nothing too extreme, mainly added some bags to it and changing the cassette. So what I've done is I've purchased 2 tail fin bags, a top tube bag. Now I selected tail fin because I looked at loads of bags. I already had a top tube bag, but the tail fin have brought out a new range of frame bags and top tube bags, and they are made better than others. The zips are better quality, a lot stiffer. So I've gone for the medium tail fin top tube bag, and in that I'll put my bars, gels, that sort of thing. I've also got a little food pouch that I got from Amazon. That goes on the front of the bike, just on your stem, and then I can literally just have broken bits of bar in there ready to eat. So I think if the food's near and handy, I'll eat all the time. Then I bought a frame bag as well. Now, I might have got away without a frame bag, but I'm going to have a waterproof jacket with me for the whole ride, just in case. Even if rain's not forecast, if there's rain, I don't want to be wet, 100 miles in, still got to go, start getting cold. You never know, we are in the UK and the summer ain't been great this year. So I'm going to have that in the frame bag. I'm going to probably have a couple of spare tubes in there, maybe extra battery pack, probably put my phone in there, few bits and pieces. As I get towards the end of the ride, I might offload the frame bag. I might go, no, I'm going to do the last bit up Cheddar Gorge because it's going to be hilly, and offload that. We'll see how we go with that plan. Not 100% on that yet. I'm going to have 2 battery packs, like I said, one for my phone, just as a backup, make sure I've always got a battery on that, because that will be linked to my Garmin. That will provide a live track to Ben and Michelle, who will be supporting me in the van, so they can see where I am all the time. Obviously, anyone else can follow along. I'll probably share the link on social media on the morning so everyone can see where I am if you want to track and see how I'm getting on the day. I'm going to have a separate battery pack. That's going to be connected to a GoPro that I'm going to have mounted on the front of my bike. Going to put a 512 gig card in that, and I think with a battery pack in there, that'll pretty much run most of the ride, to be fair, and I'll get a lot of footage that I can just edit in as and when. I haven't got to worry about missing it. I'll have my other GoPro, like I normally do, bike mount, ready to go, film as and when I want, close-ups, talk to camera, hopefully get a nice video out of it. I'm also going to run my Garmin Varia radar on the back as my rear light. Now that only lasts about 5 hours, the battery, so that definitely needs to be connected to the battery pack. So I'm going to run a cable front and rear, just Velcro that to the frame, and that's going to run both of those. My Garmin, got the 1040 Garmin, 1040 Plus. I don't have the solar version, but I am really happy with what I've got. It runs really well. Battery lasts for absolutely ages. There's no way that won't do the ride. I don't really see the point in the solar unless you're going on multi-day, all day adventures, because I've used that thing when I've been abroad and I haven't had to charge it all the time. So that's great, that lasts really well. Right, now taking you through the bike, I've got my standard setup still, pretty much the same handlebars, same shifters. I've changed the tyres. So I've switched from Pirelli P0 28mm to Pirelli P0 30mm tubeless. Okay, I've been running tubeless for the last year or so, couple of years actually, since I had the bike. No problems at all. And the Pirelli P0's faultless tyre, run them on multiple of our bikes and they don't miss a beat. Great grip, even ran them in the winter. Barely get any marks on them, any cuts, run them tubeless. Now I've changed my sealant. I've changed from stand sealant to Silka sealant because it's supposed to seal better and it also lasts longer. So hopefully that'll be good. I've got a dyno plug that I can whack in if I need to do any repairs, and I will carry a couple of tubes just in case, and a tyre boot, so I'm fully covered. And in the van, I will have a spare set of wheels, just in case I need to swap them out. I mean, there's room in the van, why wouldn't you take them? So that's my tyre change. I'll be running those at 60 PSI on the rear, 59 on the front. That's what the Silka tyre calculator says. It's gonna give me the best solution for that. Now, one of the biggest changes I've made this year is I've changed the rear cassette. I was running a fairly wide cassette anyway, as 1130, but I've changed to an 1134. It's 12-speed Ultegra Di2 that I run on my bike. And I just think that 34 last bit is going to give me that bit more for Cheddar Gorge. You know, you're going to be 170 miles in and you've got to go up a pretty decent hill. Now, no one's going to complain if they've got an extra gear to change down to. So I've just put it in there for sake. I've been riding on it for the last 2.5, 3 months and I'm happy with it, to be fair. It's helped me out on a couple of sportives when I've been tired. I'm pretty happy with it. Yeah, the range ain't there if I want to race. But hey, if I want to race, I'm going to change to an 1125 anyway, and have something quite compact, which we run on other wheels. So these aren't my race wheels. They're 35mm deep Cero wheels, great carbon wheels. I like them, they work well. Don't need a lot of weight on them, so it's good for that. Really happy with those. The other thing I'll run on my bike is my pedals. I run the Asimo Favara pedals. I've been running those for longer than I've had the bike, probably 4 years now. Faultless. Again, they connect really well to my Garmin. They provide my power, my cadence, and I do want to be able to monitor my power so I know I'm riding within myself and that I'm not going to absolutely kill myself when we go off in the big group at the start, because that's something that I think you can easily do. Pretty much that's my bike setup. I don't think there's a lot more to share with you on that. Hopefully it's given you an insight. If you've got any other ideas, I've still got another week and a half to go, so I can make some changes. Any ideas and thoughts, bang them in the comments. But otherwise, that's my setup. I'm going to follow up with another video that will cover my training and how I've trained for the event and leading into the event. And don't forget, I'll put the link on social media on the 22nd of June and you can follow along and track my journey. Like, subscribe and hit that notification bell.